Good morning. In this first video, I'm going to go over the review. The first page, this has a focus on using the calculator as well as scatter plots. The first three questions, it says determine if there is a correlation. This means some sort of relationship between each situation, and if it does have a correlation, is it a causal relationship or an association? Causal is going to be where it has the cause and effect. Because this is happening, this will in turn take place. Okay? So in the first one, it says below freezing temperatures on a cold day and falling snow. So we have more below freezing temperatures. Is that going to increase our snowfall? Here, there would be a relationship because we tend to have snow where we have cold temperatures. So there would be a positive correlation. However, there would not be a causal relationship because freezing temperatures does not cause snow to fall. So for it being causal or an association, we would go with an association. For the second question, it says the height of a person and the number of text messages sent in a day. So as somebody gets taller, the number of text messages, would that increase or decrease? And here, I don't know. That to me has no correlation. There's not a relationship between the two. Since there is no correlation, there's no causal relationship or no association. The third one, time spent exercising and the number of calories burned. The more time spent exercising, the more calories are burned. This is a positive correlation because they're both going in the same direction. And then we need to determine if it's causal or an association. Does exercising cause calories to be burned? And that would be yes. So this would be causal. On your retest portion for your test on Thursday, you need to know what causal means. Causal means something makes something else happen. Okay, going on to question 4. This was a highly missed question, so you really want to make sure you're able to answer it. And we can use our calculator here. It says, what is the equation in standard form of a line that passes through the point 4, -8 and has a slope of 1/4? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and type in my calculator under graphs. Since it's in standard form, I have to delete, go to option 6 for relation, and then I can type in my answer choice as it's provided on my paper. The first thing I want to do is see, does it go through the point? So to see if it goes through the point, I'm going to press menu, trace, and graph trace. So that's menu 5-1. It takes me to the y-intercept, but I need to know if it goes through the point 4-8. So I press 4, enter, and I do have that point of 4, -8. So it goes through the point. The next thing I want to do is verify the slope. So to check the slope, I'm going to do menu, analyze the graph, and then dy dx. So menu 6-5. And then here I can see the little point is 0.25. 0.25 is the same thing as 1/4. So that one also matches. If you're not sure how to convert, we can add a page by pressing Control Doc, add a calculator, option 1, and I can type in my fraction of 1/4, Control Enter, and it gives me that decimal is 0.25. So in this one, answer choice A happens to match both of them. That's going to be my answer. I will go ahead and check C, just so you can see an incorrect answer, what it would look like. Okay, so delete the equal sign, and then I can type in the question. So this one's got a -36. I'm gonna do menu 5-1 to trace, takes me to the y-intercept. I need this point, so I press 4, it's my x value, and I can see the y value is 10 and not -8. Okay. Question number 5, it says the pattern shows the perimeter of a figure made from square tiles based on the number of tiles used. Which statement accurately describes the pattern if P represents the perimeter and T represents the number of tiles? So we have a picture here. We want to create a table. We have our number of tiles. So in the first one I have 1 tile, and then the second one's going to be my perimeter, and it says the perimeter is 4. In the second picture I have 2 tiles, and the perimeter is 6. My third picture has 3 tiles, and the perimeter provided is 8. So I have a table, and I need to change it to an equation. The number of tiles is representing my x values, where the perimeter is representing my y values. So from here, I can go back to my home screen. We're going to go ahead and open a new document, and I'm going to go to List and Spreadsheets, option 4. Remember, by the A, you have to label it as your X column, the B will be our Y column, and then we can input all of our values. Once we have them all in, you've pressed enter after every number. You're going to do Control, add a page, then you're going to go to add a calculator, then you're going to do menu, statistics for option 6, and then stat calculations option 1, mx plus b form, so that's linear regression, which is option 3. We type in our x and our y, enter, and it tells us our m and our b value, which means our equation is going to be y equals, my m is 2, so I have my 2x, and my b value is also 2. So the one that matches is C. And then the last one here on the front page, number 6, I want to know which one of these equations matches my graph. So I'll go back to the home screen. Since I have an equation, I automatically want to go to graphs. So that's our option 2. These are all in standard form, so I delete the equal sign, go to option 6, and then I can type in each one of my answer choices exactly as it's provided on my paper. Make sure it's typed in right. And here I can see this on my paper is going down, where on my calculator it's going up, so it's not A. So I'm going to press tab up. I can delete this and then type in my next equation. And here I see this is too narrow, not very steep, so it's not B. Tab, I don't have to delete, I can just go ahead and type in my next equation. -3x minus 8y minus 16 equals 0. See this one? Going in the same direction, but my y-intercept is a negative, where on the paper it's a positive. So then tab, I'm going to go ahead and type in my last answer choice, which is 3x plus 8y minus 16 equals 0. And I can see that one, same direction. I have a y-intercept of 2, and my x is crossing right after the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one, same thing, right there near the 5. So on this one, my answer choice is D.